Hi, Sarah here. I want to give you a bit more of a detailed and in-depth insight as to why Invisible Partners was born and the difference that we represent in the industry, and why that matters to you as an individual when you operate under the Invisible Partners banner. I came to the realization that clients wanted more from recruitment, the industry of recruitment, and the target client that we attract and we target is largely organisations with no HR function or no talent acquisition function, or very, very small teams if they have them at all. And so they have two choices: hiring themselves internally and typically with not a particularly experienced skill base, or going to market through the agency model, which is very expensive and unreliable. And so and it also only gives them an outcome. It gives them a hiring outcome and doesn't give them anything in terms of building their own employer brand. They have no talent pools, they don't have any access to how candidates are treated through that process, and they have no mechanism in which to build their own employer brand experience. And so therefore, a huge portion of opportunity is taken away from them. And so Invisible Partners really allows that organisation to have the best of both worlds, to get people who are incredibly experienced and expert, that's you, that know how to run a really good recruitment process, know how to develop the right collateral around that recruitment process to get the best hiring outcome, give the best candidate experience, and make sure that individual says yes when an offer is presented, but also to give employers the legacy that comes with building their own employer brand proposition, the conversion rates improving, better infrastructure, better job descriptions, everything that is associated with the employee experience we can tackle and touch. So that's essentially what we do with our clients, and every client's different and every brief that we get is different. And so the other component that drove the creation of Invisible Partners is really around flexibility. And so there's many people that have grown up in the agency model that have been stung and burnt by the 8 till 8 culture of the big generalist consultancies, and the dog-eat-dog competitive nature of those environments that doesn't create particularly good hiring outcomes, in fact, quite the reverse. And so it also creates really inconsistent, often very poor candidate experience. And so the Invisible Partners philosophy and kind of mode of operating is not just around having flexible work that you get to do on your own terms and can fit around family life or commitments that you have that might form outside of work, but it also ensures that you are doing things for the right reasons. So every person you touch when you've got your Invisible Partners and on-site client hat on, you touch with respect, humanity, you treat everybody as an individual. You have empathy attached to anything you do. So when a client is displaying frustration or stress, take a moment, take a breath and think, why is that person feeling like they're feeling? It's actually nothing to do with you, it's to do with the fact that they've got budget pressure or their own boss breathing down their neck. When you're headhunting or screening a candidate who is in the midst of retrenchment, just taking a breath and taking a moment to understand what does that individual feel like before I launch into my autopilot, because even the best recruiters become a little bit desensitized to how stressful it is moving jobs, and the Invisible Partners mode of operating is to be human, genuine, empathetic, and really have that care factor amplified so every single person you touch feels like you're the only person that you've spoken to that day. And so hopefully that gives you a bit of a preamble before we get into the actual subjects in the induction that will help you understand what's important when you go on site, the things to hold place of priority onto in terms of empathy and kindness, and the reason why I started the movement that I have.